my world is in the ocean. The world above disappears, and sunlight filters through shifting blue currents, fading into the blue. I am weightless, held by the ocean's quiet embrace. There's no bubbles, no sound, just stillness. And then, movement. A massive shadow slid into my view. I saw a humpback whale. It's giant, playful, curious. It circles towards me and testing the space between us. And then, as if inviting me to something sacred, it starts to move. I dive deep, it follows. I twist, it twists. It tilts its body, mirroring mine. And as if we are dancing in the endless blue. It is a breathless duet between a human being and a giant. And all of that on one single breath. So I am Echo. I'm a facilitator, I'm a leadership coach, but I'm also a free diver. Free diver are the ones very crazy, hold their breaths, go to the ocean for minutes and go very deep. So the moment I shared with you just now was exactly the same time last year, back in Tonga, a bit further than Australia. And that moment changed me. Just back to Singapore, a few days before my Tonga trip that time, I was facing a different kind of pressure. As the regional HR head for a multinational company, I was leading a major restructure across different countries, across different markets. And it was very exhausting. It was exhausting both mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. Every day, I had to find space for my team. I had to make a lot of difficult decisions. I had to stay composed when everything else is shifting. We were basically moving quarter by quarter, living month by month, chasing numbers and managing pressure. I believe a lot of you probably have the same experience if you work in big companies. So back then, I was drained. And it is more than tired. So I felt disconnected. I felt disconnected with myself. I felt disconnected with my own values. And that is when I knew I needed to breathe. I needed to escape. That is when Tonga called. So back to Tonga, back to the ocean, I met the whales. And I found out whales, they also live under pressure. They also live quarter by quarter. So every year from August to October, the humpback whales, they go back to Tonga to breed, to bond, to train the calves. And then they start a 6,000-kilometer journey towards Antarctica to feed. And during their time in Tonga and when they swim, the mother whale, they don't eat at all. They just give. And the calf, during the time in Tonga, they can drink up to 150 liters of milk every day. And they can gain around 50 kg every day. It's almost like I'm not disclosing my weight, but it's almost a human being's weight. So imagine all of these milk and gains are all on the mother's reserve. So looking at them, the rhythm, 3 months traveling, 3 months feeding, 3 months nurturing, it's actually not too much from our rhythm, quarter by quarter. But the whales, they do it with grace. They do it with flow. And there's no rush, no frantic. They are just fully present in each phase. So looking at them, I saw a different kind of leadership. I saw the leadership that is rooted in rhythm, not in resistance. And that week in Tonga, I had the space to reflect on myself, and I had a clarity that I haven't felt for months. So when I returned to Singapore, nothing external changed. The restructure was still going on, the pressure was still high, but something inside me has shifted. I remember to lead with intention. I remember to listen to my own voice, my own value, rather than the noises. I remember to stay calm when everything's shifting. In a world that rewards urgency and certainty, I chose alignment and flow. So that's my Great Escape story, and that's the story brought me here, grounded by the same breath held me through the blue. Of course, my life shifted a lot after that, but that's a different story, maybe next time. And I'm really glad to have this opportunity to share with you. Now, when I face the pressure, when the noises around me goes high, I remember the whale, and I remember the silence. I ask myself, am I fighting the deep, or am I trusting to learn the dive? Thank you, everyone.